This is a very important week in this country. No, not because of Pinchergate and yet more scandal around the Prime Minister and his poor judgment. No, forget that. That's a given. It's an important week because we're waiting for an announcement by Kwasi Kwarteng, the business secretary, about whether we are going to exploit the massive, and I mean massive, gas reserves that we have in the north of England, the Bowland Shale Gas Reserve. Enough gas there for us to be self-sufficient for up to the next 100 years. So we're waiting for that announcement. Does it matter? Boy, it does. Now, one or two of you think I've been scaremongering, but have a look at this. This was front page of the Sunday Telegraph business column yesterday. Our industries are getting ready for gas rationing this winter. Along with that, we're looking at the prospect of electricity rationing. And it isn't just in this country. Unbelievably, in Hamburg, people are being told there could be a shortage of hot water this winter. Now, this is what the globalists, the multinationals, the EU, all of those people, this is what they've done to us. Just-in-time supply chains. No such thing as the national interest. National security out of the window, and self-sufficiency. Oh, how dare you, you silly little Englander, you. Goodness knows you'll be voting Brexit next. And we can see the folly and stupidity of all of this. Now, Germany is in a complete mess. She is utterly reliant on Russia. And you can believe Boris Johnson and Liz Truss if you want to, telling you we're winning the war in Ukraine. Actually, it doesn't look like that. It looks like militarily, Putin is going to take both of those eastern provinces. The value of the ruble is higher now than when the war started. The price of commodities has gone through the roof. Ask yourself, who is actually winning this war on sanctions? I think actually, we may have done it out of principle, but I think actually we're losing far more than Putin is at this moment in time. And at any moment, if he wants to, he can start to massively reduce the supply of gas going into Europe ahead of the winter. Now, we may not have time. We may not have time. We probably don't have time before this winter to make ourselves self-sufficient. But we can start the process and start it quickly. And you've got these idiots who ran onto the track at Silverstone yesterday, Just Stop Oil, John Selwyn Gummer, who's now a lord, saying it would be monstrous to open the coal mine up in Whitehaven, far better to import the coal. No. We've made ourselves much too reliant on foreign imports of energy and much else besides. It's time to put the national interest first. It's time to give tens of thousands of well-paid jobs to British people. And the sweetener is that anyone living within a 30-mile radius of any of those fracking fields should get a big, big lump off their gas bill. We're already talking about doing that for pretty hopeless onshore wind farms. That would be a real incentive. The threats of earthquakes and everything else were wildly, wildly exaggerated in a campaign that we now know was partially funded by Russia. I know I've said it before, but I say it again. We must be self-sufficient in energy. And if that headline in the Sunday Telegraph business column doesn't tell you what problems are coming, this is 2022, not 1942. We shouldn't even allow the thought of rationing to enter our vocabulary.